Okay. So yeah, the only thing I'm concerned about, and I think this is probably just good advice, is that rather than having them post and then you take from that, we should have them post somewhere initially first, so that something
For the download.
inappropriate isn't captured and then associated with our organization.
Literally. Yeah.
And I
Okay.
don't mean
We'll
that it could be
watch out
just
for that.
they happen to be standing behind someone with an offensive t-shirt on. I mean, it could be really
Yeah.
subtle, but it could have an impact on our uh, on our organization. So just so that I
Hmm.
think if you're capturing video from multiple people, have those people just like dump their videos and photos in like a Google Drive, and then you
That's
can
good.
sort through it.
Okay.
Yeah, just because we want to be
Sounds good.
sensitive to that.
Somebody, all right,
Sorry.
sorry about that.
Sorry about that. But so we have yeah. So we can continue with. I think that sounds like and Andrea, just know that if you ever have questions, we meet every Sunday here. You're always welcome, and you're also welcome in our Discord to ask any questions either through August or ourselves.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for being here. The only other thing that we wanted to talk about today, I think, was with Salam and how he was going to do the boreholes going forward. Salam, I had talked a bit.
Wait, sorry. Real quick before we move on. Andrea, do you know somebody that has a video? So Andrea does photography, and has like a really good camera. But I didn't know if you had anybody that did or knows anyone that does video and can do audio as well. Um,
I unfortunately I do it myself, but I don't know anybody yet,
okay,
so
gotcha.
I won't be helpful with that. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay,
that's
no
okay,
worries.
and we do allocate a budget for this component of our compliance. It's usually $200 is that what we
Gotcha.
kind of pay. So if you do come across somebody and they're willing to do it at the same time, August, I put together videos for my projects. I'm sure
Yeah.
you're capable of doing that as well. So
Mhm.
whatever, however you guys want to sort it out, August. That's really your responsibility as a program assistant as to how to do that and if you need advice or want comments or feedback, we're always welcome to do that.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and then I think the next Elena is gonna.
I'm going to take over for Abby real quick. The nurse just got here for our grandma, so she is going to go listen in, and I'm going to take over the agenda for a little bit. For project number 48, Salam, I just checked. I think I need the photos from you, but I have the photos from Benny for that one. So if you could just upload those at your earliest convenience, that would be great. That's the last thing I need to kind of close out that project.
And you have those to update, Salam? I'm sorry, you might be muted, Salam. Sorry, Salam, I think you're muted. Or maybe the connection has failed. I'm sorry, Salam, are you there? Okay, we're going to assume Salam will be back with us.
Okay.
Do we have anything for anyone else?
Would you like to do the Loretto office update?
Yeah, no update on the Loretto office. We're still soliciting donations, and we're likely not going to meet that $27,000 goal in Loretto, Mexico this year because we don't have those.
Hello.
Salam, welcome. You okay? You there?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, great. So I was just giving an update on the Loretto office really quick, and then I'll give it back to Elena. But the Loretto office, we have budgeted about 27,000, as we said, for that office. But it looks like with our contacts still us being brand new on the ground, that we're probably not going to make that goal, and so we may roll some of those dollars into other more established giving event locations like Ghana and the U.S. So we may have some additional dollars, Salam, for you in Ghana, depending on how things go in Mexico later in the year.
Okay.
And then I'll turn it back over to Elaine, and she can cover the
Mhm.
48.
Yeah, so for project 48, which is the borehole, and then 51, which are the pineapples, I just need the photos from you for 48 and then from you and Benny for project 51. So then I'll be able to get those projects closed out once I get those photos from you guys in the album. The links should be in Discord if you need them.
Okay. Yes, I have those photos. I'll just upload them.
Okay,
Perfect.
great.
Yes, and
And
also
then,
I saw that the president asked me to sign the contract.
yes.
I would do that as well.
Okay,
I've been working on some personal stuff of late that
okay,
got me in between.
no
So
problem.
I'm done. I'm done. So from tomorrow onwards, I'm free. I have time.
Okay, no problem. Just thank you for letting us know that you're working on some personal things, and we wish you the best of luck with them. And just keep us posted. We understand. That's great.
Definitely.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
yeah, and
And
then
And
and
then,
go ahead.
go ahead, Salam.
okay. So I heard CFO asked about how we plan to do the rest of the boreholes.
I'm sorry,
I
Salam. I
just
don't mean to interrupt, but could you speak just a little louder?
Okay, I was so I want to give an update on the rest of the boreholes we plan to do in Ghana.
Yes.
Can you all hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, so if you look at our outline for the year, this month we were supposed to commission a borehole, but because the project 48 delayed so much, it looks closer. However, I will still want to proceed on that because we still have the rig in northern region. And we had also agreed that we were going to work on the rest of the boreholes together up to pre-commission stage. So my question to the president now is, April was scheduled for a food project, which is a borehole. And the April borehole would have been added to make the rest of the 3 boreholes we have outstanding for the year,
Uh-huh.
going by our work plan in Ghana.
Uh-huh.
So are we going to do a complete borehole project for April and have the other 2 done to pre-commission level or stage?
Yeah, so Salam, I can answer some of this as I've talked with the president before on this, and also some of the board members. And I think is what we want to do, Salam. So is what we want to do is create one project for the pre-commissioning of all of the boreholes.
Okay.
So is what we would like you to do is create a project that states which I believe it's 3 that were 3 remaining for this year, correct?
Correct. But one was supposed to be done this month.
Yes, and that's okay. So is what we're going to ask you to do is create one project that has 3 boreholes to the precondition point. So you should create a purchase invoice that includes all your expenses for those 3 boreholes and to the pre-commission point. And then is what we'll do is once that's done and they've all been drilled by the drill rig, which is now in the north of Ghana, we will go ahead and build individual projects to then commission them.
Okay. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so any expenses you have to get them to the pre-commission state will be in. Let's just it would just all be like I said, all in one purchase invoice under one project. We'll get that one completed so we can get them all to the pre-commission state, and then throughout the rest of the year, hopefully in each quarter as we originally planned or as you see fit, because again you're on the ground, we'll then commission them, and we'll ask that Benny and Elena, this question is for you. Do you want Ben to capture the pre-commissioning project videos, or do you want him to take footage and do just the commissioned? Do you want I guess my question is for you, Elena, is do you want the boreholes only when they're commissioned and turned over essentially to the village, or do you want one that shows we drilled 3 boreholes and then each of the commissionings?
A video of the commissioning, and then if we could get pictures from Salam of them drilling the borehole, and
Okay.
then just have the video be it being turned over to the village should be good.
Okay, and I think that that's probably a good approach because we're going to have the brand launching take place, and we're going to have maybe some ads and things for August's event. And so I think that we'll have plenty of posts to keep active during that time.
Definitely.
Does that sound okay to you, Salam?
Yes, that's okay. I think that will reduce cost.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree.
That will reduce cost of media. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So it will be, so just to reiterate, Salam, just so we're on the same page, you should create one project, 3 boreholes, a purchase invoice for 3 boreholes, all of the locations, all of the project information in one project. Then, and you don't need to capture anything other than photos from you, like your cell phone for that pre-commissioning. Then you'll have 3 individual projects for the commissioning and the remaining pump expenses and travel expenses to install the pumps and do the rest of the cement work, etc. And then you'll capture video from Ben to put a video for each of those commissioning projects.
Okay.
Sounds okay to you?
Yes, that's okay.
Okay. Excellent. Do you have any concerns about that, Salam?
No, I think this is fine. It works best.
Okay, good.
I understand it, so I would do that.
Okay, great. And I think that'll reduce the borehole. We'll definitely. So the reason we're grouping these boreholes differently is because the individual who's drilling the boreholes for us, Salam has worked with them to donate the actual drilling. So that saves us about $1,000 US per borehole. And so we want to take advantage of the drill rig where it is, so that we don't have additional fuel expenses and things unnecessary for the person who's making that donation to us. So this should solve that problem. And I'll let the president know that, Salam, that you're all good, as will Elena, that we're good with that approach.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So I think the last thing that we can do as time allows is we can just this was the only other thing. Yeah, Elena, do you want to mention those? Or I can. This is so Salam, the only other thing is, so just like at the medical clinic, when you entered in all of the HIV test results, all of the malaria test results, etc., we're still waiting for the rest of that paperwork that you have in the office from previous medical giving events to be entered into Smiley. Smiley is our ERP system where we collect data for purchase invoices, but also for our impact. So, Salam, will you be able to have a volunteer in the office enter that data?
Yes, I spoke to the volunteer we have in the office, and to help me do that, I will equally help. We will help ourselves enter the data when time allows me.
Okay.
But she would do that when she gets some off days, because she works as a nurse as well.
Okay, excellent.
So we'll get the data entered over time.
Yeah, it's no problem. And we don't really, is what we want to do, Salam, just so you know, is we want to make sure that that data has been entered by, like, say, the end of the third quarter, so that at the end of the year, we can show the impact of just how many HIV cases we found, how many cases of malaria, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that's a perfect priority for that, in that it doesn't need to be done right now. I was just bringing it up as a reminder for you.
All right.
Great. And then I think
Thank you.
at this point, we can just go around and see if anyone has any comments or things that they'd like to discuss before we close the meeting. So we'll start with August. Do you have anything that you would like to discuss before we adjourn? Sorry, you might be muted, August.
Okay, there we go. No, I think that covers everything. I'll talk to Steve to confirm about the food.
Okay.
He's the owner of Stadium Club.
Okay.
And then we'll work on getting the material and the poster up. And I want to give a big shout out to Christina for putting together the graphics, because those look freaking awesome. And like remarkable, like the definition of the word remarkable.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a really like awesome thing that we're doing. And I think we're going to make a lot of people happy, and and kind of open their eyes up to some of, the awesome work that you guys have been doing and Salam has been doing, and that everybody's been doing here.
Yeah, that everybody here has been doing. We are one family, one team for sure. So that's great feedback. Let's go to Christina. Do you have any questions or concerns or things that you'd like to discuss before we adjourn?
No, I think it's all good on my side. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for all of your effort again. How about Salam? Do you have anything for us?
Nope, I'm all good.
Okay, great. I'm glad you were able to join us, and I look forward to seeing the purchase invoice for the pre-commissioned borehole, so that we can get those funds to you, and we can get moving on those. Great work there, Salam and Ghana.
Thank you.
Danny, do you have anything for us?
Nope.
Okay. Andrea, do you have anything for us?
No, but it was nice to meet everyone.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you, and you're welcome back anytime. Feel free to just drop in and share any thoughts that you might have, whether it's about the project that August is working on, or just participation in other things. You're more than welcome anytime. How about you, Elena? Do you have anything for us?
No, nothing for me.
Nothing? Okay. And Luke?
I'm all good.
Okay. And the residue is still out, but I will catch her up. And I hope everyone has a wonderful week, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Talk to you later.